pleasant evening for one and all. I'm going to do a video of Speightstown, St. Peter, which is to the north of the island. Do a video of this northernmost town here in Barbados. So I'm gonna go and show you guys the bus terminal. I'm gonna show you guys this northernmost town, and also Barbados is crossed from Speightstown in the parish of St. Peter. Started from here on the KNR Husbands Highway. This road will lead you back to the north, to the west coast of the island. And this is the KNR Husbands Highway that was opened to the public in 1990. KNR Husbands Highway. This is the Arma, this is the yellow buses. This way will take you back to the west, to the north of the island in the parish of St. Lucie. From the bus stand, bus terminal, the exit here. So I will make my way back to the bus terminal again. Here is Speightstown. Again, this is the Speightstown bus terminal. With the big blue and yellow government buses, the transport board buses. This is the terminal here. You wait for the bus and so on. And this is where the buses go in from. So it started from Major Walk. This is Major Walk in Speightstown. Heading to where the Arma Parish School is. So this is all the bus terminal here. So this is a terminal and a depot. This terminal was opened in 1990, around that time, to accommodate the old bus stand, which is down here. This is the basketball court and the pavilion. So every now and again I come down here to do videos, and I'm now using my new iPhone X. So testing it out in Speightstown. This is the police station, the District E police station in Speightstown. This police station originally was in Station Hill, St. Peter, which is further up from Speightstown, further back up the hill here in Speightstown. But then in around 2009, 2010 or so, the police station moved to Speightstown. See the Barbados flag here. All Sand Street through here. All Sand Street, Speightstown. And this is the Arma Parish Secondary School. First of all, my aunt is the new principal here at Arma Parish. There. So my aunt is the new principal here at Arma Parish Academy. Arma Parish is supposed to be one of those secondary schools Arma Paris is supposed to be one of those schools for slow children, children who were not well off academically, who had challenges learning, would attend school here at Arma Paris. Arma Paris Secondary School was opened around 1995. Arma Paris School was opened around 1995. And it was at the site of where the old bus stand was. The bus stand used to be here. The bus stand used to be here where the Arma Paris School was. The bus stand was here for many years. It was a bus depot and a bus stand here. So Arma Paris School was open at this site after the bus stand moved up here, where it is now. And it was open to accommodate children who were not well off academically, who had problems learning, challenges, to attend school here. But however, in 2017, this school had to come to a close because during the common entrance exam, no one passed for this school. So there wouldn't have been any first form students. So the government of the day decided to close it. And then it was opened by this present government in 2025, this year, in February. This way to Orange Street. I will get back there shortly. Speightstown is Barbados' fourth town and second largest town as well. This is Barbados' fourth town and second largest town. All the sea here. We'll walk just down the street first. Sands, holiday apartments over here. This is all the north coast, the northwestern coastline. This is to the north of the island, but people still refer to it as the west coast. So this is northwesterly. People refer to it as northwesterly. This is the White Sands holiday apartments. So this is the northwestern coastline. It's still considered as a part of the west coast of Barbados. So this is the old road here that everyone had to use to get to the north of the island before the new road was built. Everybody had to use this road to get to the north side before the K&R Husbands Highway was built. So this road will lead back to St. Lucie in the north as well. This is the Bayer restaurant here. Bayer restaurant. Western coastline. Speightstown was established around 1630, named after Mr. William Speight, S-P-E-I-G-H-T. This is the Sun Street Bistro. So this will take you back to Haywards, H-E-Y-W-O-O-D-S. Haywards with the beach on Port St. Charles. This is Barbados' second port of entry which is a private port owned by the late Sir Charles of Neil Williams, known as Paul Williams. Over here is Herewoods. That will lead you back to the north of the island via the K&R Husbands Highway. Sweet Bistro over here. Bar restaurant again. Down street. So prepare to go with me through this extensive walk through Speightstown, St. Peter. We'll take you through if not every nook and cranny, almost every nook and cranny in Speightstown. I will take you guys through. I'll show you guys what this historic little quaint town. First of all, it is referred to as a ghost town now because most of the activity is not on to this side of Speightstown anymore. Years ago, before they had the front road, which is the main road I just showed you, the K&R Husbands Highway, all the activity used to be in the back here. But now that they have the front road, less attention is paid to this side and more attention is paid to the other side. This is the front road. That's how it is out here. So this is the Poppy's Holiday Apartments. Poppies. So my attention is paid on this side of the street, back at the resort center. The resort center. So you can have your dominoes, cards, games, any games you want to play, you can play it here. Back to Major Walk again, and the Arma Parish School. As I said before, the bus stand was here first. The Coast Restaurant is here. And the St. Peter's Girls' School, which is a primary school, was also here. The St. Peter's Girls' School was here first. Orange Street Grocer. This is a restaurant like Orange Street Grocer. And the PRC Bakery. Happiness Cafe and Event Hub right here. Now I'm going to show you St. Peter's Church. Peter's Parish Church. So this is St. Peter's Parish Church, Anglican Episcopal, built in 1837, destroyed by fire on the 21st of April 1980, and rebuilt and rededicated in 1983. The gate is locked, so they can't go in the church. This is the new ice cream parlor. It named Sugar Mama Ice Cream. This is the ice cream parlor, Sugar Mama. This had been opened recently. The last time I went on here was in May, early May, and that store was not there. The Esplanade here, which we'll get back to shortly. The Esplanade. So I will go through Church Street. This is Church Street, Speightstown. The name Church Street came about because of the St. Peter's Parish Church. St. Peter's Parish Church is an Anglican church. So, it's another historic town here in Barbados. It's worth a visit. White Adam store. This is a Muslim Indian store, which was originally Wally's clothing store, which was here until it closed down in late 2016 or very early in 2017. White Adams took the opportunity to move in here after Wally's closed. Wally's was here for many years. I remember when I was in infants. My mother took me down here to buy my school uniform. You can see the St. Peter's Parish Church from a side view. The Anglican Church of St. Peter. Here in Speightstown at the corner of Church Street and Orange Street. As I said before, St. Peter's Church dates back to 1837. It was destroyed by a fire which struck Church Street, and the church was affected by it. It was said that people that openly as the church burnt came down in the fire. People that openly as the church came down in the fire in Church Street, and it was rebuilt and rededicated 3 years later by the Bishop of the day, Drexel Gomez, and the rector, who was the priest at the time, the now retired Bishop, Reverend Rufus Brown. I won't go all the way up to Church Street. I will only go halfway and then come back. Show you guys the Esplanade and the Jetty, and then head on to the town. I might run into a few people that don't like camera, or a few people that will like to make noise with me or whatever, but the journey still continues. This is the Eddie's Trading store here. Eddie's Trading. It sells all kind of stuff, electrical, kitchenware, all sort of things. So this whole complex here in Church Street belongs to the Eddie's family. This is the Eddie's supermarket. And Eddie's Trading over here. Eddie's supermarket. Church Street. And at the top here, but I wouldn't go all the way up there. As I said before, I would turn back and come back down. You can see inside the Eddie's Trading. This is St. Peter's Church. and to show you guys the jetty, which is down in Speightstown. So like I said before, this is the west side. You can back up towards Queen Street. Back up to Queen Street, Esplanade here. I'm going on the jetty, Speightstown Jetty, which was refurbished and reopened in 2020. I love this camera that I'm using though. It's very clear, clean, and detailed. So one thing about this boardwalk, this jetty, it was originally a board flooring. However, in 2012, the original jetty, in 2012, the original flooring was badly affected. They had some of the wooden flooring coming out, so they had to close it to public access in 2012, and it was never reopened until 2020 as a concrete flooring. So this is the new refurbished jetty. This is about 5 years now, or 5 years coming, that this jetty was refurbished. So I going down, further down on the jetty. Show you guys, people also fish down here as well. Also fishing out here. You can see all across St. Lucie, which is the northernmost parish. The Arma cement plant, that's in the hall in St. Lucie. You can see all the check hall by the Arma cement plant. This is St. Lucie that I'm zooming into now. You can see all across the Port St. Charles, which is on the border of St. Peter and St. Lucie. Port St. Charles, which is now Port Ferdinand. All jetty down here in Speightstown. And this is in a southerly direction to the town center itself. So I will be the back of the restaurant and the old Manning store. Back at the Esplanade. So I will show you what this little town has to offer. As I said before, less attention is being paid to front of the town, to the back of the town. And more attention is being paid to the front of the town. This is the fish market. It says the Speightstown Fish Market was developed by the Barbados Tourism Investment Inc. done on the 16th of June 2006 by the Right Honorable Owen Seymour Arthur, who was the Prime Minister and Member of Parliament for St. Peter. One thing about Owen Arthur, he did a lot for St. Peter during his tenure as Prime Minister and parliamentary rep for the parish of St. Peter. So I will show you guys where the old salt pond was. The old salt pond is the old salt pond. And this is Fisherman's Pub Restaurant. It's closed today. I'm not sure what it might be closed, but it's closed. Fisherman's Pub is run by Mr. Clement Armstrong. He took over his father. It was established in 1936. Mr. Armstrong took over his father running Fisherman's Pub. A brief history of Speightstown from here from 1603 to 2003. Fisherman's Pub Restaurant. Fisherman's Pub Restaurant. This is where the old Costa Manning appliance store was. Manning, then it was appliance, then it was the Costa Manning. Manning closed down from here in 2009. All back. Okay, Bristol Beach Bar. Speightstown was also referred to as Little Bristol. Here's the door by the way. The Bristol Beach Bar. And this is Garden Alley that will take you to the back of Chuffet and Kentucky restaurant. Bata Clothing, Bata Shoe Store was in here as well. H&M Boutique is in here now. They later became the JJ Shoe Shop afterwards. This is the old New Roach, the building where the New Roach Pharmacy was. Nazarene Church was. That pink building was the old Nazarene Church. So this is Queen Street. Now approaching where the port store was. Where the old port store was. Quartz was in here. Quartz moved over here in March, the end of March, because they have moved to the W Plaza, which is at Welch's. Quartz is now closed. Quartz is at W Plaza. Quartz closed down from in here and the one at Sky Mall in Haggett Hall because they moved to the W Plaza, which is now open at Welch's. So they had to move out. So W Plaza accommodates the two Quartz stores, the one in Welch, the one in Speightstown, and the one up Sky Mall. The reason being for those moving and this one's closing is because they will not be, in a sense they are close proximity. They may not be that close as in close, but they are close to compare with the ones at Sheraton and so on. 6 Roads. W Plaza is not Welch's. Welch's is easy access from here. You see the public light and so on. So Speightstown is in the countryside. St. Peter is a rural parish. Speightstown is a rural town. So this is the town within the countryside. The main town is Bridgetown. So Speightstown is almost the size of Bridgetown. So just be careful how walking along the streets, because I don't want to butt into anybody or run into anybody that will cause me trouble or problems. I do believe that I may meet somebody along the way that will probably curse me or tell me something. I hope not. So we're going to get a proper video for you guys. You can see the Methodist Church, Speightstown Methodist Church, which dates back to 1859. And the Kentucky restaurant. KFC Speightstown. Speightstown Methodist Church here, which dates back to 1859, another historic church in Speightstown. KFC. People, this KFC is soon almost becoming like neglected because less attention is paid to this Kentucky because the other Kentucky at the front road is open. I have two Kentuckys in Speightstown now. Less attention is paid to the back roads now, the back hill, especially behind here, because the new road is open. This is Methodist Training Institute. This was the former Speightstown Boys School. Back at Speightstown Methodist Church. Garden alley here that will take you back to the Manning store, where I showed you just now. Restaurant. The back of it. So all they had the back onto the front road. So you will see why less attention is being paid to the back roads and more attention is paid to the front. People were saying that Speightstown is a dying town. But it's not that it's dying, it is that it is neglected. This is Jetty restaurant here, which has the playground facilities. Jetty restaurant. Jetty is a fast food restaurant similar to that of Kentucky, but it can only be found in Barbados. Or Speightstown, Jetty is owned by Trinidadian national by the name of Asad John Halley. It only has outlets in Barbados. This is the new KFC here in Speightstown. The new Kentucky in Speightstown. From the South gas station in Speightstown. So this is the front road here. Back onto the K&R Husbands Highway. K&R stands for Kenmore, Nathaniel Roystone Husbands. So this is the front road. You can see how busy out here is compared with the back. So thank you guys for watching now. And do have a blessed evening. Then back at the road again. I will take you back to the north of the island. The road will take you back to the north of the island. From here, back into St. Lucie, and so on. We will get to from here and back to the bus stand, and the bus stand and back to St. Lucie, and back to the north side. We will get to from here. Thank you guys for watching now. Have a blessed evening. Stay tuned for more videos of Barbados. Good evening.